here's the way to do it with software.
Right here now live on YouTube. If we could, I would, we've got all of the aldermen here and alder lady. We've got Alderman Drew Brixton via the telephone, which is legal per Attorney General guidelines. Alderman Craig Bullock has had a prior commitment, so he is actually out. So if I could, I'd ask that Craig Bullock or Craig Strickland to say the prayer and pledge.
Bow your heads, please. Father, we come to you as a group of aldermen and a group of citizens asking for compassion that you show on the Smith family on the death of their mother, Dee Dee. She led so much for this community, Lord, and we ask that you show love and compassion to them in this time of grief. We also ask that you guide us as a group of aldermen and help us to make decisions that you would have us make for this city, for our citizens, and for the future of this city. We ask all this in your Son, Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'm looking for a motion to adopt the agenda with a few changes. We will eliminate number 14, the request for a proposed RFP for an empty park and authorize the city clerk to advertise. And then we will change out on number 20 and 23. We will change out just Bartley Faulkner on 23, so it'll just be Amanda Richardson. And then we will replace Bartley Faulkner with Logan Duncan on number 20. So is there a motion to approve the agenda? Motion is second, all in favor? Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda numbers 1 through 3 or 1 through 5? Good job. Motion is second. All in favor? We'll notice, make a special note that we, by a process called control flow, we take all of our solid waste out to the Pine Belt Regional Solid Waste, and you can see their audit. Very fortunate, the gentleman that runs that out there does a very good job with that. And actually, from the beginning of that taking place, I want to say it was in the 90s, and it was a big deal back then. The price is actually cheaper to dump stuff out there. I don't know if they were hedging their bet initially, but they're very efficient about that. And obviously, it's been a good thing for us. We benefit in this regard is that we're fairly close to the operation over there, but it goes all the way out to Collins, I believe, and then handles some cities and counties to the east of us and does a good job with that. So public comment, Ms. French, come on up here. Mr. French.
Good evening.
All right, so we're renovating a home over on Green Street, right behind Ace Hardware. And everything was going well. I got sick around May, and I'm just now recovering, so I've not been able to work since about the end of May. And so during that time, prior to that, we were pretty much current on our water bill. But after that, we just were not able to pay. We got behind on all of our bills. So anyway, we started noticing an extra $75 being tagged on to the bill each month, which I get it, I understand. But we're having a problem already paying the regular water bill. So when we started getting the extra 75 on the bill, it's just made it difficult. Like right now, it's up to $689. So and I understand, but I'm just coming to just ask for a little leniency on these extra $75 charges that we've been getting. We've had water twice here with the city, so I'm not trying to, make any waves. I want to keep a good relationship with pedal, but I am coming to ask.
So, I'm the city attorney. Let me just tell you that the city can't write off debt. It's law. Once that debt is incurred, you owe it until you die. Now, there's one exception that one of our aldermen had kind of pushed through when we got an opinion from the attorney general, that if you hadn't gotten used to something, but that's not really that's not what I'm hearing here.
Yes.
So what the city can do, and the city clerk can tell us more about that, but they can work with you on a payment plan to get you caught up. So they can't forgive past debts and past late charges, except for that one exception that you don't qualify for. But they will work with you
Okay.
on that. And so nobody wants to put you out unnecessarily, but we still have to follow state law. So, is there anything that we can do with?
Yeah, you need to, Ms. French, you just need to come up here tomorrow and speak to them in the, water department. They should be able to put you on a hardship, come up with some type of.
You're not living in the house, right?
No, ma'am, but I do need the water line. So,
Yeah, that'd be the best thing. They'll just come up with a number that you pay what we've got now, but it would stop the, those, extra, knocks that you're getting each month.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, Melissa will make a note of it. So if she's around, but they should be able to handle you down there. Oh, she's already getting information to them right now. So there'll be a heads up and if it gets taken care of. Yeah, any
Thank
problem going forward, just let us know.
I'll shoot.
We can.
Thank you.
That's
Thank you very much.
Cassandra. Come on up here. How you doing this evening? Good.
So I am a resident in Brandon Lane, and we received the public notice regarding the request for a zoning change from rural frontage to R2. I submitted a petition draft that Ms. Stringer, which I'm hoping you'll have copies of, because I only brought one for myself today.
That's fine.
Okay.
I think everybody is kind of aware, Brandon Lane, just so everybody out there, Brandon Lane's a road that's a private road, unfortunately, and so it's not a city maintained road. Oddly enough, we've got a couple of them. Actually, we've got
We just
at
had
least one gravel road. I argued with somebody about it, and I went out there and like, I'll be darned, before I became mayor, but
Yes, it's so I've been a resident there since 2018, and it's been a challenge.
I was going to say
It's
great
never
area,
changed.
but it's just, that's the one hiccup, so to speak.
Yes, and so I just want to make sure I recap what those challenges are. I know a lot of it was discussed last week in front of the planning committee, and we voted no due to infrastructure issues, specifically the sewage. It's my understanding, I wasn't able to attend that meeting, but one of my neighbors did. It's my understanding that the sewage system that's down that road is very old, antiquated, and already kind of on its last leg. It's also my understanding that Benji Henserling wants to develop several small unit homes on there. He has 2 parcels that are about 1.5 acres apiece. One of them is predominantly in a regulatory flood zone. The other is a long, narrow strip. And he wants to try to put, I believe the number was 6 to 8 homes on that 1.5 acres. Frankly, our roads just cannot support that as far as the infrastructure. I've printed off several pictures of the existing road status. It's already degraded quite a bit. Whenever you enter the road, there is a very large pothole that spans the entire road. My son and I went out there and put bricks, and then another neighbor went and poured some concrete just to try to patch it. We have services that are normally available to county residents that are not available to us because we're in the city limits, but it is private lane. For example, new residences normally are entitled to get a culvert put in, which the county would normally provide. Being in the city limits, that's not an option for us. I had to pay a lot of money to get a culvert put in. So that's just one example of many of the services that aren't available. And if this petition, if this zoning change were to go through, that road would just destroy it. And we live there, and we plan to make a home there for a very, very long time. And we're adamantly opposed to someone coming in and doing that level of development just to make a profit and then turn around and not have to deal with the infrastructure implications. So the status of the road is the main thing. Also, wanted to point out the school bus situation. There is not a turnaround at the end of the road. The
Does
garbage.
the bus go down it?
No, it does not. The garbage truck does go down there and they struggle to turn around, but they do make it. The bus will not go down there. And so with it being a narrow road, parents who are having to pick up their kids all kind of congregate at the end of the road. So there's a congestion factor, there's a safety factor with, kids getting off the bus and pick up and drop off. We talked about, in here, property values. I know that was a point that was argued against by Benji at the last meeting. And it's easy to say that changing something to a R2 zone would increase the property values, but that's a very subjective viewpoint because it would be so out of place and inconsistent with the surrounding area being rural fringe that on paper, if you look at, the price cost value of a home, that are all surrounded by a R2 zone, it does look like your price goes up because real estate is then a premium. But in our area, being surrounded by rural fringe, that's not the case because someone could easily go a block over and purchase a home. So that significantly decreases the desirability factor for our neighborhood if we were to resell. And then the other concern, we kind of talked about, incompatibility with surrounding zoning, but also the flood, the easement issues and the floodplain being on that one parcel. Looking at the parcel maps and stuff, the regulatory flood zone kind of cuts diagonally across that parcel. So even if they were to do development, any kind of dirt work around that could shift that over to my property, as well as some neighbors' properties. So we are adamantly opposed to it for all of these reasons mentioned. We've put together this little pamphlet with pictures of the current condition, as well as some supporting evidence for our concerns. And I didn't get a chance to get around to everyone, but we did also sign a petition against this rezoning change. So we ask that everyone consider all these when you go to make your vote.
Yeah, you can actually see the pothole from Google Earth, June 24.
Yes, and I'm happy
Down the
to
road,
pass. 2014.
2014. Look okay in 2014. That's 11 years ago.
Yeah, they finally just recently updated the Google, but
Normally, folks, you can usually see it if it's a blue sign. That typically means, even in the county, if it's a private road, so they have a blue sign instead of a green sign. It means that it's not maintained by a government entity. And I don't know how this one ever got paved as nicely as it did.
I don't know.
Obviously, that area, I believe, got annexed in the early 2000s. So,
Right. So the area, it seems to me.
we
with
took
the-
in every road that the county, we've asked, it's before my time, but my understanding was the city asked the county like which roads are maintained. So should have transferred over if it wasn't, but
Well, if there is,
Does on it?
I think all the property owners that the
Well-
property extends out.
Various property owners on it.
yes, there's which I have the parcel maps and I can hand this to you. I don't know if I need to hand this petition to you, but it's not a subdivision.
Mhm.
It's just various homeowners who happen to live on the road, and there's weird parcel layouts as far as who owns what for the road. But I don't know how, I have, and it's been a while since I spoke to you, Mr. Ducker, about it, but a couple years ago, you and I had an email going back and forth. And at that time, just a refresher, you had, what I pitched at that time was if I got every homeowner on that road and we privately paid to have everything properly resurveyed with the proper easement and then collectively deeded it to the city, would the city accept it? And you had your city engineer at the time go out there and look, and the answer was most likely not, because the road is too narrow and too thin. And so since then, we've only had further degradation of the road. And so if there is any form of recourse to be able to get this road
It looks
maintained,
like lane and a little bit
mhm,
would be the thing. So So he would probably make a recommendation that we don't, but obviously if it was upgraded to a certain extent, we could at least, have something to hang our hat on, and that may be on down the road. Because the expense of you guys doing it would be pretty strong.
Yes, and even if we were to, we've kind of pitched the idea of,
But you do the chip seal, something like that, it's a lot less expensive.
what is it,
As a chip seal, it's not a full paving, it's more of like a rock and tar. You see
Right.
sometimes in smaller county roads, you'll see that sometimes.
One, two,
I think these potholes maybe.
Oh, I see the one, yeah, it looks like you could lose a car in it.
Yes, it was very rough for a time. Our little rinky-dink patch jobs that are holding over,
See,
they're
now
holding
everybody
strong.
knows about it. You missed your chance, you could have put a tree in there and planted it, put it on Facebook.
Yeah,
looks like 8 separate owners, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, 8 separate owners on that street where it
That sounds
comes
about
off the
right.
Kelly Rose.
Mhm.
Okay.
So no, I get what you're saying. And what they're trying to do is rezone it, because I think as it is now, I think it's 2 lots. Stop me when I get off, Amy. 2 lots that are like 20,000 square foot. We've got a minimum of 10,000 square foot. R2 would allow them to go to 8,400, but it obviously,
Road range is 20,000.
he technically could build 2 houses out there as we sit today, but obviously there's not much juice in it, so to speak. If you've got of course, it'd be a nice big lot for whoever.
If,
So,
if,
yeah,
there's-
so, yeah,
if
yeah.
there were 2 houses being built there, would you be here tonight?
I mean, it's private property. If he wants to build within reason, then no. So long as, I think, I mean, it's a home with decent, it's a lane with decent acreage size per parcel. And I built my home, my neighbors built their homes. So no, I mean, we're not gonna, Pitch a fit over-
Way outside of.
but to put 6 to 8 on an acre and a half when most parcels out there are minimum an acre and a half and up to 4 acres, that just doesn't make sense to us.
It sounds way outside the character.
Yes.
What if it gets sealed on the left-hand side?
And only on so as you're driving down the road, the left-hand acre or parcel down there is the one with the flood zone and the one on the right. I mean, again, it's such a long, narrow strip. It just doesn't make sense to put that many homes in such a small area. But I mean, it's his property. If he wants to build on it, that's fine, but in keeping with what's pre-existing out there without, more importantly, without overtaxing the already fragile infrastructure.
Do you know who Hubbard Hope is by any chance?
No,
That's who owns the road, according to the.
majority of the road, right?
Yeah, there's a little missing piece there up at the front.
Yes, apparently the address for Hope Hubbard is 43 Cherokee Lane, Hattiesburg.
My bet is that she owned all the property initially, and she's the one that sold it off.
I don't know,
That's why that would only explain the road.
right? So like I said, if there's recourse for us to be able, I know this is a side topic to this agenda topic, but if there is some sort of recourse for us to be able to get this road maintained, we're all ears. But even if the road was maintained, there's still the issue that the planning committee brought up of the antiquated sewage system and other infrastructure issues as well, to where the zoning change just does not make sense.
It's crazy. It'd actually be better off if not back in 2014, but it'd be easier for us to offer assistance if it was a gravel road. Then you're talking about, hey, just send one of our pieces of equipment out there. An hour later, we're done. One of those deals.
Well, it's easier to do something from scratch than to have to
Yeah.
redo it.
But if it ever did get paved, at least you got a good base to work with. But I understand that the lemon, I hated if there is an opportunity on the city side, because obviously you got to pay in taxes for something.
Yes, and that was the
So,
point I was
yeah.
meant to.
And we typically give out culverts, but obviously on a private road, kind of handcuffs us on some of that.
Right, but with us paying city taxes, which, let's be honest, it's substantial for the state of Mississippi. to also have to pitch in for us
For
to
the road.
create a homeowners association to be able to just maintain the road.
Yeah.
It's not economically feasible.
Exactly.
So,
I totally understand. Appreciate it. Any questions from the gang?
Thank you for articulating that so well and so kind. I appreciate it.
thank you. Can I turn this in?
Yeah,
Anyone?
absolutely. Yeah, get it.
Thank you. Copies to you, if you want to keep saying.
Good deal. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Tammy.
All right. Hello, everyone. Missing a few tonight? Yeah. Okay. All right. So events this week is Tailgate and Celebrate Friday night. And we have everybody is out there this 5 just to kick off Pedal High School homecoming. So I believe this is the first time the chamber's done this. Let's see, Valerie, have you done this before? Okay. So yeah. So we're going to try this year. So I'm glad to see you here too. So anyway, so we're going to tailgate and celebrate for our chamber members and our city officials and everybody. Y'all come out. Coke is helping us sponsor this. So it's going to be free food and lots of food, fun, and fellowship and football. And then we are going to have, we are wrapping up Shop Pedal First, the largest campaign I think we've ever had. It's a fabulous book. Going to the printers tomorrow. So anyway, it will be out in a couple weeks. So excited about that. We have got some amazing deals from our businesses in Pedal. So be looking for that in your mailboxes. And then Veterans Day celebration, November the 11th on Veterans Day. So we have our Mimi's Playhouse kids coming out. We also have our Pedal High School Junior ROTC coming out to do a program for us. And lots more good things, little surprises this year for our veterans. So we're honored to serve our veterans this year, and we'd love to have our city officials out there November the 11th. And then November 12th is our November 12th membership luncheon with Dr. Joe Paul with University of Southern Mississippi. He's coming out there and going to tell us all about what Southern Miss is doing, and then also to talk about their economic development department and their programs out there that has benefited many city municipalities, and that can benefit the city of Pedal as well. And then also too, December the 2nd is our Christmas parade. So lights, camera, Christmas this year. It's going to be on a Tuesday night at 6 p.m. It's going to be a dark time now. So we are really going to do a huge competition on the lights. And so I hope everybody, we've already just had a tremendous response on the Christmas parade this year. So big celebration, big competition. So that is all the chamber has at this point. I think we're going to have some proclamation here in a minute. Thanks.
All right, thanks. Oh, yeah, we got any mayor youth council, where we at? Hey, come up and introduce yourself and say hi to everybody. I was almost gonna make you wait to the end, but go ahead.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. My name is Azrin. I just moved to Pedal PCS. My father's active duty. I came from Camp Humphreys in South Korea, and I'm just really happy to be in Pedal, and can't wait to make some great changes for the city. Thank you.
Let me ask you, are you on the group me?
Yes.
Okay, good. Just make sure. I think we're missing a couple.
Yeah, are we?
For some reason, I feel like we are.
What did?
Yeah, we'll go look at that.
30, I want to say 33 people that are in that. It's something that we're resurrecting. I believe the last mayor had it for a couple years, and that may have been the first time we ever did it. They may have done it in the past, but anyway, I definitely appreciate Tammy and Christy Hinton is
So we have a event next week.
helping out with that. And next Monday at 11 o'clock, Blake, we are going to
Swearing in.
swear in and everything. So get that going, give them a good look at, I think it'll scare them away from local government. So they're our service to the youth of today. But I'm excited. The kids are already starting to see that Pedal is different when it comes to education and things of that nature. That's pretty cool. Proclamations and resolutions. Number 6, request to adopt a resolution canceling lien on property located at 203 New Richton Road. Second.
Second.
Any discussion on where New Richton Road is? I actually know. It's not Central Avenue. Anyway, I think I wondered why, like, does Bridgeton have a pedal road? It seems like they should, huh? Like reciprocate. Anyway, we've got a motion, got a second, all in favor? Aye. Steve texted me during the meeting. If he's gonna eat catfish, not be in the parade.
That's unacceptable.
I think so too.
You know it's free
She's
food.
in, she's in it with him. Okay, y'all go eat catfish. Anyway, number 7, and this is a fantastic thing, and we'll get around and take pictures and all that good stuff. But something very important, obviously, with Alderman Strickland mentioning the effects that dementia, which is actually not a disease, it's actually I guess, an umbrella of other cognitive disorders that may take place, including Alzheimer's, and how that has affected our community. And we've got so many people to thank, and I'm going to get you guys up here to do this as well. But since sometimes I'm a little nervous about the board, making sure we've rounded up our votes. So let's vote on it first before we get out in front of our skis. But number 7, request to adopt proclamation indicating Petal as a dementia-friendly city. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Well, no, y'all said that, so, okay, we're good. I've got a proclamation here, and we'll talk about this. I'll come around there and we'll take some photographs if we can do this, but I did want to read the proclamation. This is a start, and we're gonna have a really big thing, a really neat thing next week. And I know on our side, I know Paige is the expert in a lot of this, and Sean, so grateful to have you guys working with us on this. And so we're not really sure what some of this is going to look like, but it's a start. And we're fixing to head down the road and let those folks know that we love them, and that, I've said it several times, this is not a budget buster. This is just us being intentional on things that, in many cases, that we already do, that we include everybody in our community. And this is a bigger thing than we've ever thought we would be dealing with. And if you have had a family member deal with it, you know somebody who has. And I know the Smith family is dealing with it right now.
Yep.
Having lost Miss Dee Dee. So anyway, proclamation, whereas dementia includes many neurodegenerative diseases, and whereas we recognize those suffering and the families who are supporting their loved ones, and whereas going forward, the city of Petal will be known as a dementia-friendly city. This will include awareness and education, a commitment to increasing awareness about dementia among residents, service providers, and local businesses to foster understanding, support services, pledge to enhance support services, include resources for caregivers, healthcare professionals, and community organizations, accessibility, ensure that public spaces, transportation, and services are accessible and accommodating for all individuals with dementia, engagement opportunities, memory cafes to encourage inclusive community activities that allow individuals with dementia to participate and engage, reducing social isolation. Collaboration, very big and very important. Collaboration with local dementia organizations, healthcare providers, and advocacy groups to create a supportive network. Ongoing evaluation, commitment to regularly assessing and improving the community's actions towards becoming more dementia friendly. And then folks, Paige, everybody, y'all come up and I'll walk around and add a couple of things because I just saw Chief Hyatt would like to make a comment along those lines.
Those shoes are killing me, dude.
That looked great.
One of the things I was going to say is obviously people are dealing with stuff that they thought they would never have to deal with. And it's some of the training that our first responders get. And I can tell you about specific incidences where the training that they did kept somebody from getting hurt or even worse. When you hear the story, you're just like, holy smoke, how did they do it? And they just, leaned back on their training that they got to make sure that they were able to recognize real quickly the situation they were dealing with, that it was somebody that they were dealing with, it really wasn't themselves in that moment. And I know, Chief, when you first started out, that probably wasn't as big of a thing, was it? cuff them, get them to jail, Now it's, hey, let's see, properly assess what we're doing. But anyway, let's open this up and then we can say a few words. Oh, yeah, come on in here, Peg. Here you go.
All right, there you go.
We're gonna get you a taller chair.
Next
Next budget, we are honored to have some folks that I know we're gonna lean on, with Tammy and, great to see Valerie. Paige Zachary with the SMPDD has been very, kind of kicked this off, so to speak. And so we're very appreciative of what you've done. I know, Sean has insight to some of this stuff. What do you see going forward?
Yeah, so first I want to thank all of our elected officials. I want to thank you, Mayor Ducker, from the moment that me and Ms. Page came into your office. You've been super receptive to this idea, and it is a big deal. As a provider who in this community has cared for hundreds of people, I'd say 1 out of 4, 1 out of 5 is suffering from some form of dementia. And so I prepared just a very brief statement. He told me to keep it under 30 minutes, so I got around 28.
Lunch.
Right.
Supper.
No, I just want to say that this recognition to us is more than just a title. It is a promise. It's a promise that our city will see, understand, and stand beside those living with dementia and family members who care for those people every single day. It affects families, relationships, and entire communities. But when a city like ours, like Petal, chooses to be dementia friendly, we are choosing compassion over confusion, and we are choosing understanding over stigma. And so as all of us being people who have worked closely with people with dementia, patients and their caregivers, we can see the difference that kindness, awareness, and patience can make. A gentle word, an informed neighbor, or a business that takes just a little while longer with a person can help restore dignity, bring comfort to people who often feel forgotten and alone. And so, as you said, this is just the start. This enables us to hit the ground running, and that's very much what we intend to do. We're not coming for anybody's money by any means. But we're ready to do the work and make the difference, and hopefully make some positive impacts on people's lives. Thank you.
Paige first came in and we're the second city, I believe. Who's the first city
Correct.
down on the coast?
First city is Diamond Head. Petal is the second city to be designated dementia friendly in the state of Mississippi. So we're very proud of you and the support that you all have given us. in
Well, I
efforts.
appreciate the expertise you're going to bring to this. And Cammie's always,
But yeah.
I don't even know why I asked her if she'll help. I'm just going to say, hey, be here at such and such a time. And
Well,
now that I see Valerie up here, I still think I've got you. Is your number still the same one? You'll get the phone call. You'll get the phone call as well.
I got your number.
I got the feeling when I call sometimes, I just look at it.
But we are
Today.
experiencing an epidemic of dementia and Alzheimer's in our society. And for us to be able to have education with our first responders in our community is absolutely remarkable.
Okay, I didn't pay attention. The alderman got back there and took a picture with us, didn't they? What? Y'all get back up here. Haul up.
They've been very supportive.
Because they have been.
Also, just to mention, we are having an open house, just to
Yes.
kind of show off some of the already available resources next Tuesday at 4:30 to 6 at the senior center, and we'd love for you all to come. Sean is cooking. No, he's not. He is providing refreshments for you, so that you're all invited, and we would love for you to come and learn a little more about our efforts.
We will tell Alderman Brickson and Alderman Bullock to get the fathead things you can get. Hold them up. Next budget, brother.
Paul, stay down. Oh, wait a minute.
Your cropped, he is cropped out, isn't he?
I got everybody. All right, I think we're good.
Cool, thank you. All appreciate it.
Really.
Yes.
I thought if somebody else said that, Scott. They literally such horrible, belligerent, saying things that she would never say.
Oh, yeah, they do.
He said, just. That's a pastor. Lord's love. Right. You didn't ask me.
We'll make y'all pay for your own. Yes. I mean, you're in a ball game. So anyway, that's great. I appreciate the help that everyone's giving us on that. It's very, very timely. Anyway, no bids and quotes, no old business. Okay, number 8. That's something we just talked about a few minutes ago, and if you want to make that motion, or a woman. Motion to table. Okay,
One question.
motion at first.
Second for discussion.
Second.
Yeah, the second for discussion. Do we have anybody else here that wanted to talk about
And do
it?
you have nobody else is from here, from, I think there was one other person, Mitchell Cooley, maybe?
Yes, he wasn't able to make it.
Okay, no, but I mean, obviously,
We're on the same team.
I think so, thank you. Duly noted, thank you.
I just wanted to check, just in case there's anybody else that
Yeah,
came
no, that's
tonight
good.
that wouldn't be able to come to the next one. So
Okay.
I'll take it.
Good thinking. So got a motion, got a second.
Just for point of, like, what we're tabling it for, like, what we expected.
The next meeting, I think Alderman Bullock wanted to have some input on this one was the thing. But I don't think it would be something that he wouldn't have voted, that he needs more time to think about. It's something that he would have voted on, but him not being here, obviously, keeps that from happening. So it's just out of a show of respect. I haven't really talked to him about it, so I don't know one way or the other. So, or haven't talked to him about this. I talked to him. Anyway, if we would table it, so it would show up on
Is
the
to
next
table.
meeting.
Yes.
So that Alderman Bullock can be here to vote.
And it would show up under old business at our next meeting. We've got a motion, got a second, all in favor of tabling it till the next meeting. Next meeting.
All right.
Okay. Any opposed?
Opposed.
Okay, what's gonna happen, it'll show up on the next meeting. Now, you don't necessarily have to be here. If you can, yeah. We're not saying don't come, but if you wanted to put something in writing as well, we'd make sure those that weren't here knew, and obviously we'll let them know. Oh, yeah, we got all the stuff anyway. So either way, so the next meeting is when?
November 4th.
We learned it, second meeting.
First meeting of the,
First Tuesday.
first Tuesday of
November.
next month. And I assume there would be a vote at that point.
If we hadn't been.
All righty, number 9, request to accept the planning commission's recommendation to approve a setback variance for addition to property located at 145 West 4th Avenue per Amy Heath. Is there a motion? Motion. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Request to terminate employee number 22973 in the police department effective October 14th, 2025 per Chief Hyatt.
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Chief Hyatt, someone thought this meant you were being terminated. Is he in there? Where you at?
I'm here. Should I leave now or?
You're not getting out of this. Yeah.
Thanks, I appreciate
Okay, number 11, request to pay SDW invoice 26,392 in the amount of $4,167.38 for Old Richton Road widening construction management.
Motion.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
We should be getting on the end of that. There's a couple of neat little things I'll talk to you guys about in a work session real quickly, just to bring y'all up to speed on that. They have done their final inspection, so they do have a little bit of a punch list, 3 or 4 little nitpicky things that they should be able to knock out and get that thing squared away.
Looks great.
Okay, number 12, request to dispose of a refrigerator, stove, microwave at City Hall per city clerk. Is there a motion? Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Oh, God.
It'll sit out there forever. The
It's
fairies have got
on Melissa's carport.
it.
No, name on my problem.
Number 13, request to accept letter of engagement with Holton Associates for the FY 2025 audit services. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? They do our audits every year, and that has been kind of a stink and around the state of Mississippi, I guess due to COVID was the problem. We got a little behind, but if you're behind and you start trying to get grant money, the first thing they ask you for is your audit. And so you really are putting yourself in a bad spot. But fortunately, the work of Doug King and Melissa Martin was able to catch us up, and this just sets us up. New budget starts October 1, so those things are done, and they'll do the work that we need them to do and everything. So they've always done it, and they've done a good job for us. But anyway, number 14, we have excluded, and I'll just tell you, there's a little background, we're trying to figure out if we need to do an RFP or a bid, kind of leaning towards a bid, so we'll get that sorted out before we bring it back before you guys. And this basically gets it on paper, so to speak. Number 15, request to execute consulting agreement with Gallagher Benefit Services, Inc. for employee insurance services per city clerk. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Is there a second? All in favor? You want to explain that?
It's the same group that's always done it. They just used to be Cadence Insurance. They've changed over to Gallagher, so they want the signature on their right name.
Is your name on here anymore?
Huh?
You've been on here a good bit.
Yeah, no.
Number 16, request for Tyler Roberts to attend MTTOA conference and competition in South Haven, 10/29 through the 31st, cost of $672. Is there a motion? Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'll ask a question after this one, Chief. Same thing, request for David Courtney to attend, same competition, 10/29 through 10/31, cost of $672. Motion. There's a second.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Chief, we're doing that in conjunction with the county?
Yes, sir. Mutual aid.
It's just one of those things that where cities, some smaller cities don't have enough people that would be able to get together. And how many people have to be on the team? Like 4 or 5 or something? 6. Wow.
It's a particular conference.
What about Cody?
Cody wouldn't be able to make it. We swapped him and Tyler out. So that's another issue.
Cool. Okay. Awesome. Number 18, request for Ashton Hewitt to attend HAZMAT AO hybrid at the State Fire Academy, the 27th and 31st, cost of $75. Motion. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Number 19, request Ashton Hewitt to attend MSTAT in Gulfport on November 5th. $20 is the cost. Is there a motion? Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Request to the following to attend first at the State Academy, 10/27 through 10/30. Total cost $310 per Chief Sims, Hunter McPhail and Logan Duncan.
Motion.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Request for TJ Burkhalter to attend truck company operations at the State Fire Academy, 27th and the 30th. Total cost $310. Motion. There's a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Request for Casey Burge to attend rope rescue AO at the State Fire Academy, 11/3 through 11/6, cost of $310. There a motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Number 23, a request for the following to attend confined space rescue at the State Fire Academy, 11/10 through the 13th, cost of $60 per Chief Sims.
Motion.
Oh wait, Amanda.
Amanda.
Yeah, just Amanda Richardson. Got a motion, is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Number 24, request for Elijah Smith to attend rope rescue awareness and operations in Lamar County, 10/13 through the 17th, cost of $250 per Chief Sims.
Motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
All righty, orders and ordinances. Josh, you should have had us done this first. This ain't too bad. Yeah, kind of is. Number 25, request to adopt an order hiring Lavelle Johnson in the Recreation Department, rate of $12 per hour, starting October 22nd, 2025, per Jay Young. Motion. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, introduce us.
This is Lavelle. He'd been with us through the temp service for a while, and I asked him, did he want to go?
That's what I just told Melissa. I said, who? I said, I sent him. I said, he's been with us. Okay, so he's just going from the temp to.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Welcome aboard.
Awesome, thank you. Appreciate you sharing that with us, Jay Young.
Good, Jay. Oh, Jay.
Request, you know, this is actually under my budget. Mine-
I know,
mine-
but
mine-
because you didn't do anything. You told us to handle
We're going to have to have an executive session,
it.
on a personnel matter.
Why, if I ain't here.
Yeah.
Are
Did
you
you go get
blame
your-
on me?
If you go get your paperwork, you probably have a right coming.
My office is long.
If not, I can get Will. He is ready to write somebody up.
He probably is.
Request to adopt an order hiring Michelle Palmer full-time as mayor's secretary receptionist at a rate of $13 per hour effective October 22nd. Is there a motion? Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, stand up and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Michelle Palmer, my husband Paul, and I've been a resident since 1999. First person I met was Officer Hyde.
Story. Wait, what's the rest of that story?
I just moved from Caledonia, Mississippi,
Uh,
and he said, welcome to Petal. We'll leave it at that.
It wasn't a second, you turn those blue lights on. One of those.
And I'm excited to be part of the team.
That is awesome. Good. Glad that.
And we've never seen Bob before, ever.
Yes. Pete, you'll have to tell us the rest of that story.
I'm sure it's gonna be told.
Maybe we with the chamber as a welcoming committee type thing, maybe going forward. Appreciate that. And one of the things we've done for the new hires is typically in the past, we wouldn't get them to come to the meetings. And I'd bump into them as an alderman at Walmart and they'd think, man, what a jerk. He just hired me the other day. Like, I know who you are. So it allows us to put a face with the person. So, and then I guess vice versa. So if we hadn't scared you off tonight and you're still here, I know you're committed. We know that. Michelle will, if you hang out with them, oh, you're sitting by Angel. So that's,
She's a good company.
yeah. That is awesome. Well, we appreciate y'all. Number 27, request to adopt an order hiring Christopher Cutler full-time as a second-class firefighter at a rate of $46,000 annually, effective October 22nd, per Chief Sims. Second, all in favor? Chief? You gonna bring him to another meeting? Got to swear him in? Oh, okay, that's even better. Okay,
And I'll have a few more for the next meeting.
there we go. I think we've said everything in the mayor's report. We did have our MDOT kickoff meeting, which I guess technically with the way some of those things work, for Matthews Branch, worked out a little bit, quicker than I thought. They should get ready on, Matthews Branch within 10 days.
They want to be ready in 10 days for their something that's gotta be done.
72 working days, but that really equates to this thing to drag out to May, worst case scenario. They're still here in June. I mean, you're really just laying a 10-foot concrete path. I mean, you seem like you can make up some time if the weather, I mean, it's gonna start raining now, that
Aren't there light posts involved in that
trying
too?
to do anything.
It's not-
Well, no, it's actually gonna be smaller on that area. Talking about on East Fifth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just gonna be more narrow. I think it's gonna be 5 foot there maybe. So they're working around the utility poles. It's something we constantly have to work with, because the best places to put our sidewalks and stuff, it seems like every area has because we just put in for a grant to go down South George. And the houses aren't real close, so you got a chance, utility poles. But then you gotta start making some decisions, so.
I don't know who designed them, but the poles, literally, if you get off the curb on Main anywhere, you're gonna hit a pole.
Should open South George Bridge, open the bids, I should be careful how I say that, sometime in the first part of December. So it's gonna be a poured in place culvert. So hopefully the bids come in good, because I know we've set money aside, so anything cheaper, we can reallocate anything more,
Have some ideas.
anything more, anything more, we're gonna let Melissa do her thing. Anyway, anything
Tommy?
from the alderman?
Do we have any official time on Halloween this year?
It was gonna be 5 to 8. I had a phone call from the school saying that their buses are still running. No to what degree. We've got some candy back there. If some of y'all want it, I've been eating it. And if, so 5:30 to 8:30 is what we posted.
Okay.
So we've never, it's recommended. We've never tased anybody, have we?
Not
For going outside the time. We tased them for other reasons. Good water hose them, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we do that for next budget, get one of those riot control water cannons or something.
sure.
Anyway, I do have a quick work session. I'll tell you guys about a couple of things that we've got cooking. And that'll be it. If there is anything illegal.
Did you have anything?
No, I was 145, for the variance,
The West Fork.
Westmore.
Westport. Okay.
You got it, didn't
We granted that, didn't we?
You're good?
I just need to know what I feel, not what.
I just saw you. I know that guy. Let me ask you.
Okay, all right.
you? Is there a motion to adjourn?
Yes, sir.
Second.
Is there a second? All in favor?
Thank you.
You got another 3 minutes. We'll let you stick around and I'll say what I'm gonna
They
say.
kept looking at me because I know I'm right.